Last month I did an episode on the effects of summer heat.
Ouch. Almost.
Yeah, it's hot. The trails are kicking my but that ain't no excuse to stop riding, right? So I thought it'd be a good time to explore some other alternatives to mountain biking. Maybe lose the mountain part for a while and explore some urban or suburban street riding. Truth be told, this is probably where I ride most. Sometimes I just don't have the time to load up the car, travel to the trail, plow through the woods for several hours, pack it all up, head home, wash the bike, burn my clothes, and take a nap. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing more I'd rather do, but sometimes it makes way more sense just to hop on the bike and ride. So today we'll be leaving the trails behind and taking it to the streets. The mean streets. Since I barely use my hardtail on the trails these days, I decided to swap out the tires for some hybrids. I was actually going to do a video comparing the efficiency between road and knobby tires on paved surfaces to see which is faster. We'd start by riding a loop on each set and then compare the data between the two and, forget it, slicks are faster. It doesn't take a rocket surgeon to figure that out. The old urban jungle has a lot to offer for those willing to grab it. Now some folks don't like riding on the street. They're not comfortable with the traffic, the pedestrians and such. Admittedly, I'm not a stickler to the rules of road cycling. If the roads are busy, I will choose a sidewalk if it is relatively free of pedestrians. I know it's not the preferred method by some folks, but hey, if it comes between me risking getting hit or a minor rule infraction, then so be it. Guerrilla biking, I like to call it. Also, my local municipality for some reason tends to put bike lanes on only one side of the street, if at all. I will use them when I can, however, I'm often confused if I should be using them if it means traveling against the flow of traffic. Again, if that's the best lane to take, I'll take it. At least this way I get to see an approaching vehicle and maybe have a hero's chance to get out of the way. I think street riding can actually help build your skills on the trail. You have to really pay attention to everything. Driveways, side streets, car doors, pets, etc. You ride with a heightened sense of awareness, and I kind of find it thrilling. I was born and raised in the city. My friends and I went everywhere by bicycle. City riding is in my DNA. A less risky, but just as fun activity is doing some organized street rides. This past year I participated in our city's monthly bike party, where literally hundreds of cyclists get together and ride through the city, culminating in a meetup and hangout afterward. I also did a July 4th group ride organized by my local bike shop. These rides allow you to ride with folks you may not normally get a chance to ride with on the trails. And for those who say that the beauty of nature can only be found on the trails, I say to you, kind sir or madam, that you aren't looking in the right places.
Crikey! Look at what we got here! Oh. Its scientific name is Sulfa leftus altus. But you might know it by its more common name, the curb couch. Careful! They can get a little bit testy. It looks like she's sleeping, so we better leave it be. Oh, what a beauty!
But seriously, we all know trail riding is awesome. In fact, we're going to be hitting some of the most beautiful trails in the country in October, so be sure to stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, I need to get myself in a little better shape and shed a few lbs. And like Rocky himself, maybe the way to do that is running, or in my case, riding, through the city streets. If you made it this far in the video, it tells me one of two things. One, you enjoy the content and can relate to similar experiences and pitfalls. Or two, you simply fell asleep and my video is just playing in the background. Either way, I thank you because a view is a view and the YouTube algorithm can't yet tell the difference. So please keep watching or shh, go back to sleep. If it's the former, I just want to say that I view what we do here more like a forum than a channel. A place where we can get together and share stories. I'm not an expert, nor do I want to pretend to be one. I'd like to hear what you're doing. Tell me what's working for you and what's not. If there's any topics you want to cover, let me know in the comments below. Until then, thanks for watching and stay young and ride safe. As I was putting this episode together, a cyclist was struck by a van 15 feet from the front door of my workplace. Luckily, it wasn't terribly bad, but he did suffer a broken leg. So please be careful out there. As I always tell my kid, always assume every vehicle around you doesn't see you, because chances are they don't.